Okay. Hey, everybody. I am so excited to talk with you guys tonight. Sorry, it took me a few minutes to get all the technical stuff all set up for us. So, I am so excited to be in here with you guys this evening and share all about my story, how I got here, and really just go over what exactly a coach is. We just came off a super exciting week last week as coaches. We are so fired up after one of our yearly events, which usually we get to do in person with our teams and the whole Beachbody community. There's like 25,000 coaches who will gather in a city and basically take over. But we had to do it virtually this year, but it was still such an incredible experience. Even virtually, I was absolutely amazed about how much we still came together. And that was the whole theme of our summit, was we are better together. But one of the things that excites me most about what I get to do as a coach is working with my coaches and being around the coaching community. And until you're a part of it, it's hard to wrap your mind around what it's like. And I hope that you get a little bit of a feel for that this week in our group. I was scanning the group earlier and seeing your workout post, and many of you stepping outside your comfort zone and putting it out there on your page and sharing what you're starting. And I got some private messages saying how much you enjoyed the workout, even though it was tough today. And I was just smiling. I was like, this is truly what lights my fire, and what is I love about coaching is getting to help people make a difference in their lives, seeing them be excited about taking care of their health and fitness. And so I don't see this just as an opportunity. I see it as my responsibility to share this with other people. Yes, it is a business opportunity. Yes, it can be a career option for you. It is an incredible path that I am so thankful that 9 years ago that I decided to take. And even though when I first started coaching, I didn't know exactly what this would be for me, I was willing to give it a try. So first of all, it might help if I tell you who I am. My name's Kristen Sharp. I am the creator of Team Dream Big. That is our big overall team. And I did start this 9 years ago. Um, Prior to coaching, I was a teacher. I was a high school counselor. I have 4 little girls, former military spouse. So definitely fitness wasn't exactly on my radar before I became a coach. But what I hope that you will see this week as you are listening to the stories of the other leaders who will be in this group with you, who are going to be sharing, answering a lot of the common questions that people tend to have about coaching, but they're also going to be sharing their stories and why they decided to start this coaching journey and what it's done for them in their lives. I hope that you'll see yourself in their stories and ask yourself, why not me? We're just women, men, moms. Some of us are stay-at-home moms, some of us work full-time. You'll get to hear stories from both sides. And I hope that you will just be open, open the door and step inside our community. And that is all I did. I did not know before coaching how to run a business online. I didn't really know all that much about fitness. I wasn't a fitness expert. What I did know was that I wanted to make some changes for our family's life, and not trying to sound dramatic or anything, but because I was willing to be teachable and willing to try something different, I've been able to create our dream life. The vision that I had, even as a little girl, we think about what we want for our families, what we want that to look like, what kind of mom I wanted to be, and being able to raise my kids in a home and be around our family members. I wanted that for my kids. And so my life would look so different if I hadn't been willing to just take a chance. So as you listen, I just hope that you'll listen with an open mind this week. So um, more of my story. Like I said, I'm a mom of four, but when I started coaching, I was actually pregnant. I was like 7 months pregnant with my second baby. And prior to that, I had been teaching. I was a counselor at a high school. And my husband had always said, we had always talked, like, whenever we start having kids, you'll stay home, raise the kids, while he's at work, and I'll take care of them. And then whenever they get big enough to go to school, I'll return to full-time teaching. And that's what we did. I was happy to do that. I was loving that. But I also felt, number one, there was like a little piece of me missing. I missed having my own thing that I could work towards, that I could set goals with, a way to help contribute to the family. I missed that. And we went from 2 incomes to 1. So of course, the budget was tight, and that was stressful. I didn't like the feeling of feeling guilty when I went to Target and buying a new shirt. I didn't like having to call my husband after doing our budget and say, hey, we're down to $50, don't go spend anything. So we still have to put gas in the car. I remember moments like that prior to this where I would have to have those conversations, and that causes a lot of tension. And I didn't want to live like that anymore. And so I had seen my friend Kelly talk about coaching and her starting this thing, this Beachbody thing. And I was like, okay, whatever. I didn't know what that was, right? And she asked me, and I was like, no, like I have a master's in education, like fitness, and doing an at-home business isn't really like a real thing, right? So I wasn't open to it at first. But I continued to watch. I saw her showing up, sharing her story. She was excited. She looked happy. She looked healthy. She was getting to do things with her family that I wanted to be able to do with my kids, like travel and put them into extracurricular activities, which I couldn't afford without going into debt. And so she came back around to me and said, hey, I'm starting this P90X challenge group. Back then, P90X was like one of our main programs, that and Insanity. We have a lot more now. And she said, I want you to come do this challenge group with me. And I was like, you're crazy. I'm about to have a baby. And she's like, hey, we're going to start a few weeks after you have the baby. Let's just do it. This will help you lose your baby weight. And I couldn't afford the gym. So I was like, all right, what do I have to lose? So I signed up as a coach. At the same time, I began my health and fitness journey, my postpartum journey after my baby number 2, and just dove right in. And I was just teachable. I would listen to the trainings. I would plug into our national wake up calls. I would hear stories of other coaches out there and the success they were having. But most of all, I was working on myself, gaining that confidence through following a program at home that gave me a system. And I'd never had that before. I had gone to the gym, would kind of bounce around on machines, didn't really have much direction as to what I was doing, working out way too much and not really seeing the results that I would have thought I should have for putting that kind of time in at the gym. And I certainly didn't know how to eat. And so it taught me how to do a workout. It gave me a system to follow. It taught me how to eat and how to fuel my body rather than depriving my body to lose weight and to feel good again and give me more energy. And on the days that I didn't want to push play, I had my groups, my online group, and I would see others who were setting their excuses aside, getting that workout in, and that would motivate me to do it too, even with a newborn and a toddler. And sure, I would have to push pause sometimes and change a diaper or nurse the baby, but I was determined I was going to finish that program, and I did. And in 3 months, I had lost all my baby weight. I had more energy and more strength than I had ever had prior to having children. And so I was sold. And I had been sharing this with my friends along the way. They were watching me do this, seeing my transformation in the process, and they had started to join me at the same time. And so that is, I'm telling you that story because that's what we do as coaches. We work on ourselves, and in the process, we share what we're doing, and that encourages others. We inspire others through our journey. You don't have to be at your goal in order to be an amazing coach. People connect with you through your story. And so here I am 9 years later. I'd have to count exactly how many programs I've done. I think it's like 25 programs or something. And it has, coaching number one has helped me be consistent with my own health and fitness journey. It helps me show up more because I'm not just leading myself, I'm helping lead others. So when I don't want to show up for me, I will show up to help the people that I am working with. And I have now, like I said, when I first started, I thought, if this could be a way for me to earn an extra $500 a month for my family, that would be life-changing. That would allow me to put my kids into dance and for us to be able to go on a date night once a week, and that right there meant the world. And so I started with that vision. And then I thought, you know what? I've reached that goal. Maybe I could replace what I was making as a teacher. And then when my kids are older, I don't necessarily have to go back to full-time work. I can keep doing this because I loved it so much. And I did that in about 2.5 years. And then I thought, I would love to be able to do this to bring freedom, like choice freedom to our family, that if my husband wants to get out of the military and we want to move back home to Texas to be by our family, we could do that. And so here we are. We have been able to do that. I've been able to help my husband walk away from the military, and he's starting a new career as a pilot. He's taken a major pay cut, but we would have never been able to take that major pay cut if it hadn't been for me building this business over time. And so your story doesn't have to be the same as mine. You don't have to want the same things that I've wanted, but I'm sharing that with you so you know what is possible in this business, that the potential is limitless. So what exactly is Beachbody? I know many of you have done Beachbody programs. Maybe you're a part of our challenge groups, or maybe you've never done a Beachbody program and you have no clue what that is. That was me. I had never done one before. I'd seen the infomercials and thought those looked hard. But that's okay. I just wanted you guys to know that there is a entire library of fitness programs. We're always creating new programs. Our newest one is MBF, Muscle Burns Fat. There's another one coming out in the fall. That's great for people who want to run. And then there's another one coming out in the winter time. So we're always creating something new. There's always something to look forward to. We also have basically 2 nutritional programs that you can use for yourself and that you can help people with. But what I love about it is it's not a diet. We don't teach a diet mentality. We teach a healthy lifestyle. We teach people how to eat clean and to eat well-rounded. The 2 programs that we have are 2B Mindset and Ultimate Portion Fix. Both are amazing. It really just depends on what works best for you and how you like to structure your meals. I would say Ultimate Portion Fix is more, that's the one with the containers. It helps you portion out your meals. It's a little more structured. 2B Mindset is more about the helping you with the mental side of eating, emotional eating. It helps with learning how to build your plate. It's a little bit more open-ended, teaching you to make sure you're drinking water, that you're eating veggies most. So there's just certain concepts that go around 2B Mindset. Both are awesome. But I love that with Beachbody, we believe in helping people with the fitness, the nutrition, and the accountability piece. So there's 3 pieces that people truly need in order to have success and to develop lifelong habits in their health and fitness journey. We are not teaching a quick fix. We are not teaching just drink all these shakes all day long and take a few pills and then you'll lose the weight. We want people to be able to be a part of our groups, and then if they leave our groups, which my people can be in my groups as long as they want, but if they leave the groups, they have got the skills now that have equipped them to be able to make this a lifestyle, that they don't just leave and go gain all the weight back, that they have learned how to eat healthy, how to mix fitness into their lifestyle in a way that's fun, in a way that's not stressful, that's doable for them. And so that's what I truly love about this company, is that we give people all three components, because sometimes you'll see people who they get the workout part done, but they don't understand the nutrition side of things. They don't know how to eat right, or maybe they're eating right, but they're not able to fit in a workout, or they don't have somebody checking in with them. And when you go to the gym, nobody's calling you and saying, hey, I didn't see you at the gym this week, where are you? Whereas when you're a part of a challenge group like this in the community, your coach is checking in on you and saying, hey, you still there? How's it going over there this week? What exactly is a coach? So as a coach, we are not fitness experts. You don't have to have a six-pack abs. You don't have to be at your goal. Like I said, I started when I was pregnant. These programs are created by trainers. The nutrition programs are created by nutritionists. So they are the experts. We are not expected to know all the ins and outs when it comes to fitness and nutrition. Our job is to work on ourselves and help put those tools into the hands of others. So yes, we do learn about what the different workouts are and what they're like, but our job is more of the accountability and the motivation piece. So, remember though, that as you're hearing me talk about running groups and providing people with support, you're like, I don't know how to do that. Don't worry. We got you. You're not expected to know how to do that. When I started, I didn't know how to do that either. But we have training in place for you to teach you how to do that. And really, when you first start, most of our coaches start in a challenge group with their coach, so they can begin their own health and fitness journey and be mentored within that group, and they add friends that want to join them into the group with their sponsoring coach. So you're certainly not expected to figure this all out on your own. We have tons of training and files and stuff that you'll have access to as being a part of Team Dream Big. So don't worry about that. As coaches, we are running the groups, but like I said, first and foremost, you're working on yourself. And really, when you are working on yourself, it becomes very organic that you share this with others because you feel good, right? Like, why wouldn't you want to share something with other people that's changing your life? It's just like if you were to go out to eat and try this amazing new pizza restaurant, you have no problem going and saying, oh my gosh, you got to try this new pizza restaurant. It's so amazing. It's the same thing. Like, you are feeling so good on your own health and fitness journey that it becomes a very natural thing for you to want to share with other people. Not to mention, they start to see changes in you and they're like, what exactly is it that you're doing over there? Because you look amazing and I can tell that you just have more energy. So that's basically what Beachbody is. We have the fitness components, we have the nutrition, and as coaches, we are helping to run online groups to support the people that we are working with. As far as, I'm making sure I hit all of my points tonight. This business is based on you being yourself, and people want to work with you because of who you are. So don't worry about, not being at your goal yet. If you're not there, that doesn't matter. People are going to see themselves in your story and be inspired by the transformation that you are going on. And we have all kinds of different transformations as coaches. Sometimes it's physical, sometimes it's more of an emotional journey, or it's a journey of building confidence. It's a journey of finding a community to plug into that you've never had before. That's what's so amazing about this, is all of our stories are very different. So that is the main thing that we do as coaches, is helping people with the health and fitness side of things. The second part is that we do get to build our own organizations. You get to build a team of coaches who are going to come do this alongside you. Now, again, I know you might be thinking, I don't know how to do that. And again, I didn't know either. I didn't know how to do that, but I learned. And we are here as leaders on this team to help walk you through all of that. You're not expected to know how to do that. But that is one of my favorite things. Like I said at the beginning, one of my favorite pieces of this business is getting to help other women and men out there realize that, hey, you know, like your potential is limitless, helping them find time freedom for themselves, helping them find financial freedom for their families, and really just giving them hope back. When people feel better and feel more comfortable in their own skin, it changes everything in life. It changes your relationships with your spouse and your kids, and your friends and the people that you interact with. So I know you hear me talking about training, like I have to do training. Yes, I mean, but you don't have to know all the answers to get started. And I know that can sound a little overwhelming, but it's like any job, there's always things that we have to learn. And as a coach, you're really a lifelong learner. Every single day, I'm learning something new. I'm working on myself and learning new skills that I can apply to help my customers, to help my coaches, and to become a better leader. And so you get to decide at what pace you want to work this business, whether it's something that you want to do, like I said, to earn just a little bit of side income for your family, to cover the cost of your own health and fitness products that you might be using, or to build a full-time income. We are going to work with you at whatever pace that you are wanting to work at. So who are we looking for on our team? You know, we are looking for people who aren't afraid to learn, who are coachable, who are willing to be big dreamers, you know, and see the long-term plan and where this can be. This is not an instant, like, get rich overnight type thing. If you ever hear something like that, run the other way. We're looking for people who can see that long-term vision for what this can be for them and their families, and they're willing to put in the work and the daily efforts and be consistent with what they're doing. And again, that can look different for every person. You know, when I first started this business, I worked the business, you know, about an hour a day during the morning hours or during my kids' nap time. And so you can decide at what pace that you want to work, but we want to partner with you. We want to be working alongside people who are willing to work on themselves, work on becoming the best version of themselves, and encourage other people in the process. So we want to help you change your life. We want to help you be able to change the circumstances that you might be in right now. You know, don't base where you want to go in the future on what your life looks like now. I like to say, you're not a tree. You know, if you don't like where you're at, you can move. And that's what's so cool about this. It gives you a chance to be able to do that, you know? So this is such an incredible team. And I want to leave this with you. A lot of people join this for the community, and the business begins to happen organically because they see the value in the community. They see the value in what they're doing and how their life is changing. And so why wouldn't they want everybody to just be a part of this? So put your fears and your judgments aside and your doubts aside this week, and just ask yourself, like I did 9 years ago when I would hear stories of other successful coaches out there, ask yourself, why not me? What if it worked for me? Be willing to find out where it could go for you too. All right, so that's what I have for you guys tonight. Sorry, I went a little bit long. I was kind of fired up and excited to talk with you guys tonight about this. But tomorrow night, we will have another coach on to share on another topic. I'm super proud of you guys for showing up in this group already this week. I love the energy in here, and I can't wait to see how your workouts go tomorrow. Bye, everybody.